Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a world that touches on, well, one of the most fundamental human experiences, love.
Hmm.
But not just love itself, love magic. We're exploring spells, potions, rituals, and the unseen forces people have sought to work with.
Yeah, throughout history, really.
And
To find
it's
love, keep it.
and even let it go sometimes.
And our guide for this deep dive is the book Love Magic, over 250 spells and potions for getting it, keeping it, and making it last by Lilith Dorsey.
What makes this source particularly interesting, I think, is the author's perspective. She's not just one thing.
Right, she's a professional psychic, decades of experience there, but also an anthropologist.
Yeah, with academic training and ancient cultures, goddess religions, it's that mix, isn't it? Hands-on practice and scholarly background.
Exactly. And she points out in the book that, historical and traditional context, it's often missing from newer magic texts.
Right, you get the how-to, but not the deeper why or where it came from.
Hmm.
So our mission here is to really understand the world of love magic as Lilith Dorsey presents it. We'll look at the roots, the applications across different relationship stages.
And crucially, the cautions. She's very big on the cautions.
Definitely. About engaging with these, well, powerful energies.
So starting with her perspective as a practitioner, she shares some really fascinating insights from, over 2 decades working with clients?
Yeah, and she's seen a huge range of requests. Some are pretty out there.
Like what?
Well, influencing physical appearance or, wanting help to become porn stars, that kind of thing.
Wow. Okay. She says not much surprises her anymore, I guess.
Seems like it. But despite all the wild requests, she has this reputation for being cautious.
That's a key theme right from the start, that caution.
It really is. She uses this analogy. It's quite powerful, actually, like handing someone a sharp machete for the first time.
Without warning them.
Exactly. If you don't explain its power, the care needed, things can go wrong. It really highlights that working with this stuff isn't, trivial.
Not something to take lightly. And it's certainly not instant. The book makes that very clear.
Right. Magic takes time, focus, patience, even for pros.
It's a process, not a quick fix.
So how does someone even start with this kind of work? The book lays out some foundational ideas, like creating sacred space.
But not necessarily like a whole dedicated room. It can be portable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she suggests using a decorated box, maybe, as a focal point. You put symbols on it that mean something to you or the work.
And symbols are obviously huge in spellcrafting. Things like runes.
Or astrological symbols carved onto candles, yeah, or vives.
Vives from Haitian voodoo.
Yeah, Haitian voodoo, New Orleans voodoo.
Yeah.
There are these intricate designs you draw to honor and sort of invoke specific spirits. The wa.
Ah, the Lua. So the symbols act like energetic signatures, gateways.
Kind of. Using them connects your work to those specific forces and, their powers.
Interesting. The book also mentions sacred geometry.
Right. Not just math, but the energy of shapes. Where you place things in your space, it matters.
So placement, proximity. It's about aligning your actions with cosmic patterns.
That's the idea, yeah. Connecting Earth and cosmic forces.
And then there are the elements, elemental correspondence.
Often drawing from Wicca, yeah. She assigns elements to directions and links them to love magic.
Like Earth in the north for stability, passion.
Exactly. Air in the east for communication, clarity. Fire south, that's sex. Sensuality, transformation.
Okay.
Water in the west, emotion, deep connection. And spirit in the center. The whole intention, your will.
Understanding those helps you choose ingredients, how to set up an altar, that sort of thing.
Pretty much. Guides the whole process.
Okay, so with those foundations, the book then moves into applying magic to, well, all the different stages of love, and even beyond romance.
And it starts wisely, I think, with cleansing and clarity.
Makes sense. Clear out the old baggage first.
Exactly. Before you try to attract or enhance something new. She offers baths for this, like a cleansing bath.
With what kind of ingredients?
Pretty accessible stuff, actually. Rosemary, basil, sea salt, and Florida water.
Florida water, that's like a spiritual cologne, right? Used a lot in hoodoo.
Yeah, hoodoo, voodoo traditions.
Yeah.
For purification, blessing. Very common.
And there's a clarity bath, too, for insight.
Wait, maybe using holy water, sandalwood, myrrh, amethyst, And she suggests doing it on the full moon for that introspective energy.
The book even includes recipes, like a beet and blood salad. That sounds intense.
Well, the name is evocative, but it's seen as having cleansing or healing properties in this context.
Right. So once you've cleared the path, then you get into finding and attracting love.
And there's some interesting methods,
Yeah.
like the backward and forward spell, using a notebook.
How does that work?
You literally write what you want in a partner from the front cover inwards,
Okay.
and what you don't want from the back cover inwards,
Mm.
until they meet in the middle.
Huh. So it's a really tangible way to clarify your intention, set boundaries.
Exactly. Using the physical act, the object itself.
That's cool. What else? Oils.
Yeah, oils like Peaceful Path oil, she says it's to ease dating anxiety.
We could all use some of that sometimes.
Right. And Freya Friday oil, invoking the Norse goddess Freya.
Hmm.
Love, beauty, sensuality.
And traditional divinations, like fortune-telling type stuff.
Some of that too, yeah. More folkloric, maybe, like looking in a lake on Midsummer's Eve.
Or a reflection of your future partner.
Kind of. Or watching a shooting star. It's not about forcing anything, more like gaining insight, seeing possibilities.
Got it. And for just starting fresh. New beginnings.
Rituals for that too.
Yeah.
Simple affirmations like a 1, 2, 3, go ritual. Or symbolic things like planting a tree, representing growth, roots.
Okay, so moving on. Keeping love, enhancing passion.
This is where it gets quite practical and sensual. There's a rock this bed spell.
Sounds direct.
Uses crystals and oils in the bedroom space.
Oh.
And falling in love again. Gris gris.
A grist. That's like a charm bag from Hoodoo.
Exactly. A small sachet with herbs, stones, whatever, like a talisman. This one uses things like sweet woodruff, rose petals, edelweiss.
She also connects this to honoring deities, right? Sensual ones.
Yes, suggesting oils like black cat bast, oil bastet, the Egyptian goddess.
Associated with sensuality, home.
Right. And using ocean sweetness in baths. Ocean, the Orisha of love, beauty, pleasure.
And food comes back in here, too.
Definitely. Recipes like fig fantasy appetizers, marinated olives, presented as aids for connection. She even suggests hand feeding.
To enhance intimacy. Makes sense.
Beyond just passion, there's commitment and family stuff.
Like weddings.
Well, she points out that vows themselves are powerful spells, especially repeated vows. That repetition reinforces the magic.
Interesting way to think about it. And hand fasting.
Explores that too. The origin of tying the knot, physically binding hands with cords.
That used to be for a year and a day, right? Like a trial marriage.
Traditionally, yes. Now it's often part of modern weddings. And the cord colors matter.
Oh, yeah. What did I mean?
Red for passion, pink for romance, yellow for devotion, green for growth, blue for truth. Lots of correspondences.
And maybe using crystals, like unakite, for togetherness.
That's mentioned, yeah, as part of a commitment spell.
She also has spells for courage.
Yeah, noting you need it for big steps like commitment or even just, getting through a big, expensive wedding. She shares a little anecdote about that.
Relatable. What about fertility magic?
That's a big section, too. Connecting to deities like Ocean again, or Demeter, the Greek harvest goddess.
How does that work? Oils, baths.
Oils, baths, using seeds or grains in spells like plant a seed, geocharms, even pendulum divination to predict the baby's sex.
Really?
Yeah, though she's careful to say use ethically sourced materials, like humanely sourced rabbit hair for the pendulum charm she mentions.
Important detail. And ancestors, connecting with them.
Yes, presented as a source of support for family and relationships. There's an ancestral connection candle spell.
What does that involve?
Might use symbolic things like graveyard dirt.
Okay, wait. Graveyard dirt.
Not in a creepy way. It's meant as a literal link to where ancestors rest. Used with things like food offerings, pennies, traditional stuff.
Got it. It's symbolic connection.
Exactly. And it's definitely not all about romance. Chapter 6 broadens out.
To universal love.
Universal love, blessing friends like a sweet not sour lemon spell for new friendships. Blessing pets even.
Finding and protecting a home.
Yep, a home buying spell.
Yeah.
A threshold protection spell using black tourmaline. Practical magic for life stuff.
And food keeps popping up.
All through the book. Not just sensuality, but healing, like chicken soup. Cleansing, like that beet salad. Community, like winter wassail.
Even traditional wedding foods.
Yeah, mention Scottish roasted asparagus, French strawberry soup for newlyweds. Food is magic.
Of course, love isn't always easy. The book gets into the tough stuff too, right? Navigating difficulties, letting go.
Absolutely. Realistically.
Yeah.
Spells for breakups, like an up and over oil to soothe a broken heart.
And overcoming obsession.
Yeah, an obsession begone candle. And she thoughtfully links this idea to principles from like 12-step programs, releasing unhealthy fixation.
That's a helpful connection. What about clearing out old energy?
Crucial point she makes. Don't bring old negativity into new relationships, symbolized by a burning bed spell.
Which doesn't involve actual fire, I hope.
No. It's a ritual to release energetic ties to a past relationship associated with a shared space or object.
Phew. Okay. What about, more complex stuff, like trying to get someone back?
She does include things like a baby comeback oil,
Yes.
but, and this is a huge but,
Strong cautions here.
very strong. She hammers home that love spells are not consent. Trying to magically force someone's will.
Right.
Hard to undo, can backfire badly.
She shares stories about that.
Cautionary tales, yeah.
Okay, making you
And
really
I think,
think.
do you truly want that specific person back, or is moving on actually healthier, even if it hurts now?
Important distinction. What about dealing with outside interference, like rivals or jealousy?
Spells for that, too. A 3 is not company floor wash for meddlers. A jealousy gone oil.
And for more serious problems, negative forces, or really difficult people.
She includes more intense traditional methods then, like a double run bath for major cleansing, or spells to make someone leave.
Make someone leave. How?
Things like an Ice Princess freezer spell meant to freeze their disruptive actions, or even a traditional hoodoo method using a broom and a fork.
Wow. Okay, so she doesn't shy away from the, let's say, less pleasant side of human interaction.
No, but always framed with needing careful consideration. Like, there's this downfall of social media spell.
Oof.
Sounds dicey.
Exactly. To bring negativity onto someone online, she gives an extreme caution for that one. Says you must do divination first because the repercussions can be huge and unpredictable.
Yikes. But amidst all that, there's also healing from disappointments.
Yes, like an Urzuli Freda spell, honoring the Haitian law of love, Urzuli Freda. She's known for beauty, luxury, but also deep sorrow over lost love. It's a way to process heartbreak. So, woven through all the spells, especially near the end, are these really important cautions and reflections.
Absolutely. The big theme, be careful what you wish for. She brings back that image of her friend having to remove tattoos gotten in prison.
Names tattooed, right?
Every name. A stark reminder that desires can manifest in really difficult, unexpected ways.
It drives home that point, again, what you think you want, like forcing someone back, might not bring actual happiness. Magic can't fix misalignment.
Right. She also touches on things like spiritual cleanliness, clear mind, clear body, and how that affects magic. Acknowledges different views on celibacy versus sex or power.
And encourages finding what works for you.
Exactly. Find what resonates with your own practice.
It's also interesting, she notes, even experienced practitioners get help sometimes.
Yeah, trading skills or ingredients, it's not always solitary. Community matters.
And things like menstrual magic.
Discusses it. Acknowledges taboos, but presents it as potentially powerful. Again, personal judgment, comfort level is key.
And finally, this God-Goddess box spell. What's that? Simple, but profound. You write down a problem you just can't solve, put it in a decorated box, and symbolically give it over to a higher power.
Like letting go of control, trusting something bigger.
Exactly. Releasing the anxiety. It echoes ideas in other practices, like those 12-step fellowships again.
Wow. So we've really journeyed through a huge landscape here with Lilith Dorsey's book, Finding Love, Celebrating It, Dealing with Heartbreak, Protecting Your Space.
A really wide spectrum of love magic.
And what comes through so strongly is that this practice, rooted in tradition, is way more than just making a wish.
It's about intention, energy, symbolism, respect for unseen forces, integrating your will with nature and spirit.
And maybe most importantly, it's presented with that deep sense of responsibility, caution.
Yeah, the power to influence is also the power to potentially mess things up or cause unintended harm.
So after this deep dive into the history, the practice, the cautions of love magic, what does this mean for you listening? Maybe consider the desires you hold around love and relationships. Have you ever felt those unseen energies at play in your own life?
And how might understanding these traditional ways of working with energy shift your perspective on the power of your own intention, maybe, on clarity, respect, in navigating this really complex, kind of magical world of human connection?